Yo! Welcome to Season 11. Monoma is here. It's time for the Patchnotes video. Welcome everyone. Hope everyone is chilling and gaming. We got a new stage, new version of Stage 1. These are the skins that we're gonna be getting for our ranks. So there you go. Monoma is here. Monoma is here. He's a character. He's in the roles, along with all other things. We got a costume pickup. We got quirk set still just Todoroki. We're going to be getting other quirk sets later. We got a Monoma here, and I'm going to be rolling for him, at least for the first temple. So let's see if I get him. Let's see if I get lucky. I guess not. Unfortunate. No luck for luck _ yes. I did get a caution for him though. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be getting Monoma right away. Maybe I'll get enough for pity. We got over here, we got Cyberpunk AFO on the license, along with everything else you would expect. Just a different color and a different color even further on tier 60. Outside of that, just a bunch of tuning stuff and tickets in the license itself. Regardless, we're going to be looking over at the new map, or rather USJ version 3, as well as the one and the only Monoma. We're gonna go over Monoma and we're gonna go over the insane system changes. So get ready for that. Alright, so as we can see, we have Monoma here. He has Candle's quirk set. He can just slap people. He can just dash into people. And then he can turn hard. And whenever somebody hits him while he's hard, he gets the quirk. And whenever you hit somebody with your quirk, you get their quirk. So you can see the little symbols on the bottom right there. I have 2 Ochako quirks. If I hit Bakugo, I get Bakugo's quirk. And if AFO shoots me while I'm hardened, I get his quirk. Oh yes, and then whenever I use my special action, I get access to those quirks. So now I am an AFO Gamma into Bakugo Alphas into Ochako Power. And the special action goes on. It just drains over time, and it's a very slow drain. Like it's only at 85, and then if I turn it off,
not the right one.
If I turn it off, it does consume like 40. Bro, you can just do this anytime in the game, with how fast it recharges. Then you press it. Okay, but you can't just spam it. You can't literally just spam it. It recharges so fast. Why is there even a cooldown? Why is there even a cooldown? AFO Gamer.
Enough. Let's try again.
You can.
Enough.
This is
Too slow.
This is fucking broken as fuck.
I'll show you. This one is tricky. Not the right one. Let's try again.
He can just spam abilities. If he gets an ability that's like a long cooldown, he can literally just.
Not the right one.
That's crazy, dude. And no, this is not with reload settings. Reload settings are normal. He can just do this base. That's crazy. Monoma is broken as fuck. Anyway, as I also want to show, if my skills are at level 9, or rather, the shotgun car will be easier to check. So if the car is at level 9 for Ochako and I swap, I have the car. It doesn't matter the level of the Ochako's quirk set, which was 1 whenever I got it.
Enough.
And I'll get it again, just so you can see. It is based on Monoma's skill level, which is insane. This guy is insane. He's gonna be hella fun to play. He's gonna be very unique, but man, he is bonkers.
I'll borrow that.
Look at that. Now I have Ochako's offense with Ochako's card. Alright, let's look at his damage values regardless. That is Monoma. If I had a teammate here, I would show him just grabbing teammates' abilities, but I'll show a little clip of that after testing it with somebody. We'll see who's gonna be there to help me. But thank you regardless. So let's see his damage numbers base. Let's give our boys HP regen really quickly and start from anew. So we already know he can take quirks. It's whatever. So let's see. So 1 alpha does 10, and I can hit. Okay. you can hit all his alphas without knocking down. They are not super fast. They take a while to reload.
I'll take that.
They do have a pretty generous hitbox though. It's like just a tiny edge sitting Bakugo there. The hitboxes on it are pretty decent. That does a level 1, does 10 per hit, and he has 20 of them. On skill details, he gets more rounds of 4 and attack. He gets number of rounds per level and only gets attack power on 4 and 9. But he gets rounds on every level. Interesting. So at level 3, he will still only do 10. Yeah. Level 4. He does 12. And then at level 9, he does 14. The hitbox doesn't seem to change too much on these. Just changes the color. So he ends up with 30. He does 14 damage. And these will not knock you down. They have very little knockback gauge creation, which is good. It's gonna make it so like he can combo with other characters. Pretty nice. Alright, the beta. Alright, the beta does not combo into itself. And the gamma, of course, is not even an attack, it's just hardening. So it increases attack power on every level. And then level 4 and 9, it increases reload speed. So he literally just dashes into people, does 80 damage, and then he bounces back and gain control of himself. So can you do this into an alpha? Alright, you can just get 2 quirks from someone else by just doing a beta into alphas. If you hit a beta, you get 2 quirks. You just do this and you have both of them, and now you're a chopper. Yay! Alright, sick as hell, sick as hell. It does 80 damage at level 1. It does 95 at level 4. And at level 9, it does 120. 120 damage. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. I don't think he can combo it into itself. Nah, at least not grounded. Maybe if he's high in the air, he'll be able to do it. Yeah, he can just reset his quirks so fast. You can use that. Bro, he's just a rapid. He can just do this. He's so strong, brother. He's just a better version. He's better Toga. He's just better Toga and AFO combined. He's so strong, dude. What the fuck is wrong with this character? He's so strong. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Let's check his gamma. So his gamma, turned into metal, deactivates when attacking or taking damage, can also be manually deactivated with the same command when it will metalize copies of opponent's quirks. He doesn't say anything. Effect time up, so it just means it lasts longer. But what does metalize do? Does it just negate an attack? It doesn't really mention it. It does no damage, you negate an entire attack. So metalize just negates any damage and any knockback, because AFO just hit me with a charged alpha. What if you are Aizawa? What if an Aizawa tries grabbing you with his alphas and not metalize? Alright, well it negates the damage, but it still grabs you. So. Grabs are still on the menu for this guy. He is not immune to grabs. Well, metalized. So yes, you get effect time up, and then on level 4, level 9, you get reload speed. Yeah, no, Monoma is broken. Monoma is actually, like his damage numbers aren't crazy. But his potential as a character is so strong. Like, he doesn't have to use his own kit. He can steal quirks from people mid-battle. He can take quirks from his own teammates. He can reset his cooldowns faster than any Toga. It's insane. I think it's safe to say Monoma is the best character in My Hero Ultra Rumble. I think he might be the strongest character in the game. I think he might be above S tier. If I could pick up the tier list video I made and put Monoma somewhere in the tier list, he will be not 1, but 2 tiers above S tier. He will be triple S tier. This character is broken as fuck. Anyway, let's take a look at new aquatic zone. So there's a little water slide. You can go up the water slide. I need to know, does Todoroki freeze the water still? It appears Todoroki lost the ability to... Damn, he's fast. No? It appears Todoroki can summon his ice faster. That's gotta go through the Patchnotes, but that's definitely a good thing. Anyway, yeah, there's water slides everywhere. There's a whirlpool. Well, the whirlpool is just underwater. There's another water. There's much more underwater now. And unfortunately, no, you cannot swim in the water. There's the ship right here. Wow. It's kind of awesome. You can go in the ship. There's probably going to be boxes here. Maybe a coda spawn. And you can go, oh, you can go under here. There's more water slide. There's a cave. There's a little cave over here. Oh, there's an underwater bush. Oh, you know people are going to use this one. You know it's going to be heavily used. Voice crack. Embarrassing. What is that? Oh, is that where Nezu's statue is now? Yeah, new Nezu statue location is here. They removed the one in the mountain. I'm gonna have to check that out in a second as well. But for now, we'll check this out. Welcome. There's little tickets here. There's a place just pretty cute. I like this place a lot. There's some civ boxes around. Pretty damn nice. I like this place a lot. I like the way like Water Zone has always been the most barren zone in the place. Now this is probably my favorite zone in the game, or in the map, I should say. It's definitely the most fun-looking place to look at. Like they advertise this as, oh, this is the most fun-looking area. It's even fun to look at, just to look at. You know what? I agree. It is fun to look at. Monoma cannot activate his special action until he gets a quirk, but man, he does not. He will not miss out on getting a quirk. Like, if this guy ever lands a single beta the entire game, he will be able to just do anything he wants. Let's check out his melees real quick. So his melees go 1, 2, and then they just fall over. Okay. 1. It's fine. You can just fucking do this. Kick slap. And then the aerial kick. I see. So nothing too crazy. Oh, but you can do an aerial kick into a beta. And if you hold the beta, he does a grab as well, like a little a weird grab. Let's see. No, didn't happen there. Weird. Strange. Okay, so does the beta have 2 hitboxes? Does it have like a starting hitbox? It has a 60 hitbox. Okay, so he does have a starting hitbox. Interesting. Alright. But there's a little bit of an AoE there. A little bit of an AoE. That is it for Monoma. Now we're gonna go over the system changes and the patch notes. So let's go over the patch notes. So there's some new features, of course. We got this over here. We got apparently whenever you're leveling up, it makes a sound effect now on the tuning. Apparently now whenever you're matchmaking with people, like depending on how strong your previous matches were, you will queue with like stronger opponents that have probably the same sort of matches where they just win a lot, which is good. Added a compensation for when an ally disconnects or idles. Apparently, if you defeat a member from a full squad, you get more rank points, which is pretty cool. And you do get bonus rank points for defeating members from a rank that is higher here. So if you're expert and you defeat an X player, you get more rank points. System adjustments wise, so I adjusted the UI and design mechanic for displaying attack direction. It looks different. It's a different icon. You can now see the direction a little bit better.
How'd that happen?
That's pretty cool. If you're looking directly at the target, it goes away. Increase the time for when shrinking starts to when it ends. So now the shrinking takes longer, I guess, if I'm reading that right. We'll have to see it in game, but the zone shrinking might be might be longer, so that you can fight for a longer period of time until the final circle. Changed weekly mission reset from Sundays to Tuesdays, so now weeklies will reset whenever a pack happens, which is fine. It's probably better for the game. Server lobby matchmaking has been adjusted to better match play with similar strength, so people that win a lot will face people that win a lot. You can no longer proceed to result screens have been KO'd if one of the following conditions is met. 60 seconds pass after you KO without anyone picking up your badge. 60 seconds pass after an ally picks up your badge. And this doesn't apply unless an amount of time has passed in the game. So basically, you can only DC from a game legally, but only or after a minute if you die, or after a minute if somebody picks up your badge but doesn't revive you, or after a certain period of time has passed in the game, you can just DC anytime. Hey, editor luck here. I don't know how I missed these two in the video. There's also some insane system adjustments, like you retain all quirk skill levels upon revival, which means if you die, you can just get revived with all level 9s again, which is insane. And also, there's no more Wi-Fi revives or warp boxes with Kuragiri, which is unfortunate, but it's fair. That's it. Here we get to the cool stuff. Bug fixes Hendo. Fix a bug where some attacks couldn't be blocked and cause damage. Which attacks were there? I don't know. And I mean, to be completely honest, this is probably still bugged. They always say they patch this, and it's always still bugged. It stays bugged. There's no fixing this. I respect them for trying, but this is not fixed. I don't care what they say. We're gonna have to see, but this Endo's shield is not fixed. So now he fixed a bug on his Gamma where the second and subquest dashes wouldn't face the correct direction at high FPS. And fixed a bug where the skill could chase enemy through walls. So it probably doesn't like track people through walls anymore. That as an example. And now it's probably easier to control this. Maybe. We're gonna have to test it out. It's still really hard to control regardless, even at high FPS or low FPS. But you know, the Gamma is not really used. I don't use it very often to just like dash across multiple people. I just like do a one and done or I'm running away. But it's good that they're trying to adjust it to FPS. So apparently they fixed a lot of Shinzo's alpha bugs, thank God. Where his stuff now slams people at a proper height, and also sometimes they just wouldn't stop at all. We're gonna have to see if in-game if this is really fixed or not, which makes me wonder, did they also fix that for Froppy's beta? Because Froppy's beta sometimes would also do the same thing. No, they did not. Froppy's beta is still bugged, or rather inconsistent. Apparently they now finally fixed high-speed replenishment and speedy civilian rescue. So unfortunately, any build that has high-speed replenishment that is low level will no longer work after it runs out of time. Now over here I don't have really a timer to showcase this. I can't really do it because for some reason the icon over there isn't displaying a timer, but apparently they fixed that. And they also fixed for speeder civilian rescue. Now, what I wonder is, did they fix it for warp heal? Because warp heal is not listed here, and it had the same bug. So we're gonna have to test that out. Sometime. Fix the bug where sub-skill ammunition will deplete too slowly under FPS. For example, it lists here Chaco's Zero Stellarite Beta, Hado's Nejiri Hado's Beta, and Mirio Special Action. So for those that didn't know, Mirio Special Action would last forever if you were low FPS or playing on the Switch, where it would just take forever to deplete. Not only does this deplete way faster now because they nerfed Mirio's Special Action, but it also doesn't last as long. Character adjustments. Denki Kaminari. So Denki now remains electrified after being grabbed. So if Aizawa over here would grab me, I would remain electrified, which would be good for him. Next up, we have Kirishima, which is an insane change. Thank God they did it. I don't know why they ever changed this. Kirishima now remains hardened. When he gets knocked down, when he says grabbed, he is back. Kirishima special action is so... Yeah, I'm so happy they buffed my boy again. It's so peak. Kirishima special action is back on the menu. I am so happy for Kirishima. And so special action apparently now affects enemies in a permeated state. It probably stops Mirio from being beta grounded?
Race quirks. Oh no, I can't do that now.
Maybe it's only when he's using special action? It doesn't affect him when he's underground, but it probably affects him whenever he's doing his special action. Okay, so Mirio, I'm gonna have to test this in game. Apparently he has reduced duration of permeation, but it also reduced cost gauge when moving near allies. So I'm guessing whenever he uses the other special action, it doesn't cost the entire bar, which would be huge for Mirio. I'm gonna have to test that in game, and I will let you know, but that is a huge change for Mirio. All right, Momo Cannons. Momo Cannons now have extra HP. They don't break as easy. Before, it will break after like a big attack from someone or like several smaller attacks. Now the cannons will not break as easily. So that's pretty good news for Momo. Dabi Crazy Torch. Dabi Crazy Torch, that is Dabi's thing. Delay the timing when flinch immunity activates after being hit. So basically, he has less armor on his grab. So basically, Dabi's armor from his beta comes basically, at least he came before. The moment you hit the kick, you got super armor with Dabi. But now it's delayed until you hug them, I'm guessing. Mr. Compress got a beta buff. So Compress has increased damage on affected projectiles and increased movement speed while using your shield. So he actually walks faster when he's using his shield now compared to before. So that's pretty good for Compress. And now he does more damage when he reflects projectiles. He does 108 damage at level 9. Or is it the same damage for all levels? No, it does increase. Okay, so it does increase the damage. Well, that's pretty good for Mr. Compress. Shoto Todoroki, his beta comes out way faster. And you can move way faster after. It is just a buff to it. Apparently you fall faster when you're airborne. Just fall way faster. And I like it a lot. I like this change a lot. His Gamma has increased range. Reduce time before moving after triggering follow-up skill, increase movement distance of the follow-up skill. So I'm pretty sure he can travel longer. And this thing goes further at lower levels. I imagine it goes way further at higher levels now. Oh yeah, that goes way farther than it used to go. That is awesome. Endeavor. Melee attack now slightly during aerial melee attacks. So his aerial melee attacks are actually a decent mobility tool now, because before they would just keep Endeavor in place. Pretty decent buff for Fire Dad, if I do say so myself. Although they will still whiff. So they come in area lightning mode. Now if you're close up to an enemy, all 3 shots will hit an enemy. So you can hit multiple shots like that. You can hit 2 shots like this, you can hit 1 shot like this. So basically this now hits multiple enemies, or you can hit the same enemy, is what I should say. Reduce lock-on charge while aiming, so now he locks on faster, I guess? I think that's what it is, like reduce lock-on charge time. So yeah, you will charge up faster. Pretty decent. What if I'm... Yeah, this feels way faster whenever you're using special action, so that's good. Alright, tracking bolt. Reduce delay between detection and homing, so now they home way faster. No longer breaks after detecting a target. Not certain what that means, given it literally just charges into an enemy and breaks. And reduce damage. Oh, they lowered the damage of the beta, that's unfortunate. But yeah, not exactly the worst nerf. Fine. It's a fine nerf, to be honest. It doesn't change so much. Alright. Uragiri. Now this is a huge one for me personally. They actually made his alphas a move in the game that can be used. So let's go level 1. The Kuragiri Alpha. It does 80 damage. But the initial hit now does like 40? Kinda hard to tell. Okay, the initial damage now does 44. And the subsequent hits are still the same, I'm pretty sure. So the initial hit actually is pretty chunky. It does 44 at level 1. And then at level 9, it does 65. That's pretty good, But To make up for that, they did nerf the deploy version. So like it used to do 15 level 1, does 12 now, like we saw earlier. And it does 20 now at level 9. Which, to be honest, this is a buff. This is just a buff for Kurigiri. And I love my bow again with buffs. Alright. Yeah, no, final thoughts on the character. He is broken. He is the best character ever made for My Hero Ultra Rumble. It doesn't matter if his damage is low, he can become any character, and he can also reset his cooldowns 4 times. He is the strongest character in the game, and the reload on that is also really fast. Yeah, that's it for Patchnotes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Ultra Rumble. Bye-bye. I'd like to thank my YouTube members for their support. A huge thank you to Reflect the Prince and Male6YT. I'm still a growing channel, and any support is very much appreciated. Goodbye, everyone.